Hey guys, this is JamesGames and this is my Fallout 4 Melee Tanky build guide. To begin with, I'll go through all the special points I used to start my playthrough and what I would use now if I had to do it all again. I decided to whack strength all the way up to 10 as I wanted as much melee damage as possible and carry space for junk items. This only needed to be 8 as I didn't need the last 2 perks until later on in the game. I wasted a point in perception as I was eventually going to get 4 points for the pickpocket perk for extra income, but this wasn't necessary. Endurance was perfect to start in at 6 because this gave me a lot of early survivability and the potential to max out at the end of the game if I wanted to. Charisma is more than okay at 5 because you get fair bartering prices and a decent amount of success in dialogue chances. I want intelligence to stay as low as possible to give the Idiot Savant perk more value, so I level up a lot faster. To make this playthrough bearable, I'd recommend getting 9 agility as soon as possible for the Blitz perk, so I'd start at around 5. Start with look around 3, but then max this out to 5 ASAP for Idiot Savant. Now I'm not going to lie, the beginning of this playthrough is really tough. You're going to take a lot of damage in combat, so it's really important that you scrounge any bit of food and medical supplies you can as early as possible. I put points into endurance, toughness and big league for extra survivability, and then had to boost my luck up to 5 so that I could get Idiot Savant as early as possible. Any spare points I put into Life Giver and Bloody Mess for damage and more survivability. It's really important that you start collecting your leather, adhesive and other crafting items from an early stage so that you can prepare for your armour and weapon upgrades later on. From levels 12 to 20, quests started getting a lot tougher around this time. I also experimented with the Cannibal perk in order to ease up on some of the medical costs. You should also start investing into your armourer and blacksmith perks. I went for an aluminium bladed baseball bat that did loads of damage. As soon as I hit level 20, the quests became really hard for me to complete. So in order to make the playthrough a little bit more bearable, I decided to grind Brotherhood of Steel side quests from 20 to 30. Grind from level 20 to 30 left me with about 5,000 to 6,000 caps. Most of this money was earned from the crest rewards, but I also looted and sold absolutely everything I found. At level 30 I did a little mission down to Pickman's gallery. In return for saving his life, he awarded me the key to get into his safe to find his blade. This was a massive upgrade from the baseball bat that I've been using for 30 levels. Shortly after getting Pickman's blade, I managed to pick up a super sledge and gave it a heated upgrade. This did so much damage I didn't need another melee weapon for the rest of the playthrough. I continued to put points into the regular perks and started investing into perks like Lead Belly and Adamantium Skeleton. Between the levels of 40 and 50, I maxed out the regular perks, Cannibal, Lead Belly, Big Leagues and Toughness. To further reduce the amount of damage that I took, I put new points into Moving Target and the Action Girl or Boy perk. The amount of damage that you take is dependent on the armour that you're wearing and what you're being shot by, so make sure you have the armour suited to the types of enemies that you will be facing the most. Instead of going melee, you can closely replicate this build and do an unarmed playthrough. Get some early chem resistance or an addictile, drug yourself up and kill Swan as early as possible for a nice powerful weapon early on. Instead of putting points into perks like Bloody Mess and Life Giver, you could dump perks into Black Widow, Ghoulish and Solar Powered to make surviving a little bit easier.